Hello Capricorn, this is Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot. How are you guys doing today? I'm going to be doing your general March 2020 reading. It's only general, so it might not resonate with everybody, but if it does, if you can give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I do read them all. And take what does, leave what doesn't. And I'm just going to try to getting into your energy now. I did already meditate, and I shuffled up the cards, but I just want to go through them again. And I'm going to, get started. I'm just trying to pull an energy. That's good. All right. The energy coming up now for you guys is the King of Swords. And this is, he is a firm, fair energy. He's the kind of person who, he doesn't take a lot of nonsense. He's pretty straight and forward. Like I said, he could be very firm, but he will be fair. So if you're somebody that you know, or somebody, or you, it doesn't have to be a man. It could be a woman. Possibly somebody like, it's usually like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but doesn't have to be. And obviously if this is you, it's not. But just be the energy that you're feeling right now. And he, he rules his kingdom. He takes care of what he needs to take care of. He's very analytical in thought. He's doesn't put a whole bunch of emotions into his decisions, though. He has them when he needs them, but is not very likely to use them very often, especially in matters of work and, if he's, like, if there's like a supervisory thing or, you're trying to get things done, he's not thinking with his heart very much. All right, so let's see what else we got. Okay, and just another thought. I don't know if anybody had a chance to see the moon that came out on February 8th, I think, or 9th. It was a supermoon. It was huge. It was beautiful, though. And I didn't get to see it for more than 2 hours that night, just because the cloud cover came in, but it was really, really pretty. I don't know where you were located at. You might have not been able to see it, but hopefully if you did. And just another blurb is that the Mercury retrograde started on the 16th of February. It's going to go until March 9th. And, it's like usually said, like, things like transportation, communication are affected. So if you're going to lose your luggage on a plane, that'll be when. Or maybe not sign any important papers until after it passes. Again, I don't, communications can get, like, just like things that are being said to people, or maybe your tongue gets tied and that kind of thing. Oop, that kind of stuff. I did notice the dropsies. I get so much clumsier around this time. And I work in an elementary school, and it's like if, the kids are going to have spills and, make them walk through milk, it'll be then. But anyway, I digress. Let's see what we got. All right. 2 of Wands for the first card. All right, you're in start making decisions, making plans. Seven of Cups. Okay, that's the card of options, which would make sense of your plans. Oh, and the Sun. Nice, the happiest card in the deck. It's right in the middle, too. And look at this. Look at this kid. He's not, like, happiest ever. All right, what else have we got for Capricorn? The month of March. What else have we got for Capricorn? Oh, 7 of Swords. Okay. Well, he could always be misread, too. Let's see. He's a shifty energy. Then the Ten of Cups. All right. 1, 5, 6, 7. Make sure I didn't lose count. Too many. Alright. And the Eight of Pentacles. Alright, let's see how this looks first. Alright, you got the King of Swords energy. And then we're moving, got the Two of Wands. Now you're planning, you're scheming, I always say scheming, it's not now. But you're making plans. Now this could be a matter of, budgeting or like kind of, working up different ideas for something that you have on the hopper kind of thing. And then you have the card, the Seven of Cups is all about options. Now, these are a lot of options, all right? And I guess you might want to make sure you don't look at all these options and almost get overdone by options, and you don't make a choice because you're overwhelmed by all the options. All right, so you have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Cups. And I guess whatever you're planning on building or doing, it's going to make you really happy. Like this, whatever project this is going to make you feel so awesome. Like this is like joy and happiness and like rejuvenation. But then you have this Seven of Swords guy, and he can be shifty. This might be a little bit of dishonesty going on, or some situation that's not going to work the best for you. So maybe in the middle of all this planning and stuff, this is like, it might not even directly be a person, but just like a situation that's bad. Or like, maybe if you're trying to grow like a company, or something, even if it's something small, like you're trying to develop a website or something with that, you may want to be careful of whoever you might be involving in it. And it doesn't have to be a person, it could be a company. Because like I said, right now, because of the retrograde, there is a lot of miscommunication. And there's a lot of things that people think were going to be okay and we're going to work out well for this or that, but didn't. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be anybody like negative or purposely dishonest. It could just have that outcome. Then you got the Ten of Cups, and this is like whatever your happy life is, because this is like, happy home, happy life, house, kids, dog, that whole deal. That's just it's not always that. It's whatever you consider happy. If you're content with whatever your situation is, that's your happy home. Okay? And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. Well, this guy, he's doing a lot of work. He's trying to build something, that goes along with your Two of Wands and Seven of Cups. So maybe you could be going to school to build up on your skills for something. Could be taking online classes. Could be just talking to people. But you're working hard to get this down. Whatever it is you need to get down, you're working hard to get it down. Let's see what else we got. What else do you have for Capricorn March 2020? What else can you tell me about Capricorn March 2020? right, you got the Five of Cups. All right. See this guy? He's crying over his cups that fell. Or he's looking sad about them. I mean, you could look at it like, okay, well, I lost through 3. But you know what? You could also look at it as I have 2 left. It doesn't have to be a loss. Just, it could be what I still have. And you got the 4 of coins. And now this is, kind of makes sense. The 4 of coins comes out, and it's right next to the 5 of cups. And the 4 of coins is like holding on to what you have. Like you don't want to give up anything more. So maybe, I keep saying maybe, but the situation, it's like, okay, you lost something. We don't know what it was, but maybe, just could have been just something with your plans. Didn't come out as you thought it would. There, right? Didn't come out the way you thought it would, and the way it was feeling. So you're at a loss for something. You lost your cups, and now you're like holding on to things with the 4 of coins, which is pentacles, because you're not willing to lose anything else. So apparently you're just going to be extra careful, with whatever else you're going to get involved with, or whoever else you're going to get involved. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a person. It just could, just could be like a situation. Okay, then we got the 9 of coins here. So I'm thinking, all right, so whatever went on, and after you were like holding on to what you had, you started to be able to make something out of what you were working on. Maybe you started seeing some abundance or some growth in whatever situation it was. You had the 8 of Cups here, 8 of Pentacles here. There was a slight loss, and then you had to hold back a little bit. And not, you were a little concerned for losing anything else. Then you had the 9 of Coins. So I'm thinking you were able to recoup from your situation. Oopsie. Okay, Page of Swords. All right, now this is like a very young energy of communication and ideas. He's like a swift action or quick-minded. But it's young. I don't know if this is somebody that you are maybe getting involved with, as in business-wise, and they're young, and you're taking them under your wing or bringing them into your business, or it could just be somebody you know. Or, this could be your energy also. If you went from the King of Swords feeling to a Page after the 9 of Coins. No, I don't think so. Unless whatever went on here, you kind of took a hit and maybe demoted yourself a little bit. I think it's a little unusual, so I'm thinking more of like somebody you're working with, maybe, a young friend or somebody who's new in the work world or something in that sense. Again, it doesn't have to be a boy or sex is not important. get the Seven of Swords again. Huh. What can you tell me about the Seven of Swords for Capricorn? What can you tell me about Seven of Swords for Capricorn? March 2020. What can you tell me about Seven of Swords for Capricorn, March 2020? Well, two fell out. We got the Seven of Coins and the Ten of Staffs. And the Seven of Coins is like building up what you had. Wow. All right, so you went from the Nine of Coins, all right? You were feeling the abundance coming back. After this Seven of Coins happened, you worked hard at something, you had a loss, and you had a little bit of tight holding on to what you needed, what you had, you didn't want to let it go. And you're able to get the Nine of Coins back, but then we have this young energy. Okay, that young energy of communication or then the Seven of Swords again. And with the Seven of Coins coming out with the Ten of Staffs, it's like, all right, you're working hard at it again, but you're carrying a burden here. And it's making me wonder if this Page of Swords that you might have brought into what you were doing, maybe he wasn't doing it as well as you thought or hoped, or is it possibly your energy? Maybe it's you, and you didn't do things as well as you thought you were doing them. Because again, I don't feel like this is a person, this Seven of Swords, I don't feel like this is a specific person, like somebody's trying to cheat you. It feels more like a situation. And you had to regroup, and you were able to start regrouping, but you were still carrying this big burden of whatever went on here. So maybe you were, maybe it's possible like you're like getting into a business that's not exactly your cup of tea. Is it possible? Let's see what else we can find out. What else can you tell me about Capricorn? You know what they always say, try hard again. You know, try and try again. Yeah. All right, you got the Page of Wands. All right. And it's another young energy of charisma and go-get-emness. Now, this could be somebody you know, or how you're feeling right now, because you've been knocked down a little bit. But then the transition's gonna happen with the Death card coming out. Let's see what else goes on with that. Oh, I'm sorry, my hands are all slippery or something. Alright. What else is there for Capricorn? March 2020. What else can you tell me for Capricorn, March 2020? Ugh. All right, the Tower. Now this is something new has to come in, but something has to fall for it to be able to fit in, basically. So it's, it could be a little rough to look at, but for when the universe comes in and throws a tower at you, it's basically because something wasn't stable. Something wasn't holding ground. What else do we have for Capricorn March 2020? And the transition is because you might be having a change of idea, change of opinion, or change of thought. You know, you might be just looking at things and saying, wait, I want not this. So, you know, that might have just made the tower happen because you changed your mind. So maybe this isn't working for me. I might have had a wrong idea. All these options just confused me. All right, and then the next two cards that came up, they kind of flew out together, was the Queen of Pentacles, all right? And this is somebody who knows that they have to work to get what they need, or what they want, where their goal is, right? They're going to have to work hard for it. And the Four of Wands is, again, happy home, happy life, celebration. So I'm thinking once this tower event happens, and you might feel like, you know, it might be gut punch right then. I mean, really, if this was something that you were hoping and wishing you could do and feeling really good about it, but every time it went, kind of got askewed again, you felt not great. So I think you had a whole different plan in your mind with this new charismatic energy saying, yeah, go-getter guy, like, let me just do something else. And you had the transition and you decided, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. And that's when the tower fell. But then you got the Queen of Pentacles, who's very good energy. She can create things, but she knows she's going to have to work really, really hard for it. And then you got the victory with that. All right, let's see. Do you have any advice cards for Capricorn? What kind of advice cards can we have for Capricorn here? All right, got the Devil. The Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. All right. Okay, the way this feels to me is you broke the bonds of what was holding you back because maybe it just didn't work for you. This just wasn't the best thing for you. And when you made that decision and things started getting better with the Pentacles and the Four of Wands, or staffs, the Devil came out, and this is not like, you know, what the Devil could be depicted. I think this is just showing you being able to break the bonds of what was holding you back. Because the very next one is the Page of Pentacles, and this is you like starting fresh, building up to where you need to be. You got like this new energy of this new crop coming out, and now I think you're feeling really secure with it because you got the Seven of Pentacles again, knowing that's having, you know, your crop's coming in and you know you're going to get more. So I think it's just telling you, you know, don't be mad at yourself that you couldn't do this because this is going to happen for you. Like, you could work hard, make sure you keep working for it because you can break these bonds and not be stuck on this, and it starts getting better for you again. All right, and I do have these oracle cards, and they're oracles of abundance. I don't use them very much, but I think they're pretty, and I think sometimes it's worth it. Okay. All right, this is the one that says, do the work. Let's see. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working in your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. And it's very pretty. And it's a very good message. All right. So I hope this helped you out any. And if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe. Write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I will be checking in probably in the next couple weeks if I do a mid-month or in April. You take it easy and have a wonderful March. Talk to you later. That was good.